Hello, everyone. I'm going to give you guys a couple of minutes to get in here. I just went. Yeah, I'm not supposed to take it off until she, comes home. Yeah. Well, it's normally for the significant other, but since he's not here, then I gave it to me. Yeah. Did you what the hell did she do? You said that you had to help you with stuff. Oh, God. Hello, good evening, everyone. I am here to do the Universal Dailies. I have had a lot going on. A lot. I have been doing a lot of generational hex removers for clients. So if you guys need to contact me for any reason, the link to the website is below. I am going to be accepting new clients. I always do accept new clients. So I don't ever turn nobody away. I don't. All right. Hello, everyone. Hit the thumbs up button. I know that the ratings are disabled, but I can still see your ratings. I can still see them. So make sure that you hit the thumbs up button. If you are in here to receive a reading, okay? All righty. All righty, guys, let's get started. Spirit guides, what messages do you have about 1111? I didn't get to do a reading for 1111, unfortunately. I totally meant to. I think I was a little distracted. Hit the thumbs up, guys. Make sure that you hit the thumbs up. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up as y'all come in. Appreciate that. Thank you. You can still hit the thumbs up even though the ratings are disabled. The only reason why they're disabled is because of my haters, but they rarely come over here. They do sometimes because they want to control what I talk about, which is really insane. Okay. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. So we're going to call to the spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels. What messages do you have to reflect on November the 11th? Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get a better view of this. All right. All right. Hold on a second. Okay. All right. I'm here, y'all. Spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels, what universal message do you have for everyone for the 11th of November 2018? Okay. The Magician, the King of Coins, the Three of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Three of Wands. So we can see that this was a day that was really, really being heavily manipulated. I feel like everyone universally and just in general, I feel like people were trying to manipulate. So the magician next to the king of coins can be a bit of a control freak, somebody that's trying to manipulate things, somebody that's trying to manipulate the energies. So I feel like everybody in general was dealing with the magician. Okay. And so I feel like this is the only major arcana from that day. King of Coins represents money manifestation, and then also having something to do with if it's not financial and prosperity, then something to do with health related stuff. Three of Cups represents happiness, peace, and joy universally. The Ace of Swords. A lot of people cut people off. There was some kind of new beginning. Something manifested out of that day for a lot of you. Okay? There was definitely something powerful that manifested. Hey, thank you, Pamela Torrance. Thank you. And then the Three of Wands comes up. So I sense a lot of growth, emotional growth in a lot of people. People starting over, people having new beginnings, people cutting people off. Okay, I'm sorry, it's over. Please leave my life, exit my life, or I'm exiting your life. So there was a lot of powerful new beginnings, okay, on the 11th. Then I can also see there's a lot, there seems to be love reunions, but then with the Three of Wands, I feel as though there was I feel like universally there was spiritual growth that happened universally on that day. Spiritual growth. And I experienced it as well because, you know, I mean, guys, you would just not believe the 20 kinds of crazy that folks are. And it didn't even bother me. I was just like, seriously. And so I feel like if you were in control of yourself, and then also I feel like there was some sort of energy shift that was happening for a lot of people. So that's actually pretty good. Triumphs, victories over your enemies. You know what I mean? Somebody may have been trying to influence you in a negative way, but you rose above it. You rose above it. Spirit guides, what about the 12th? What do you want us to know about the 12th of November universally? What universal message do you have? Six of Cups reversed. Eight of Wands reversed. Knight of Coins upright. The High Priestess reversed. And the Six of Wands. So a lot of unhappy people today. If you were unhappy today, then it's because you're not following your intuition. You're not using your wisdom. Today should have been a happy day for most. Today should have been a day where people got on with themselves and they got on with their lives and they moved forward. But there's a lot of people that refuse to follow their intuition about either lies or either false friendships or some sort of false belief system. Some kind of lie. And then also the High Priestess in reverse shows that a lot of people just kind of wasn't, you know, a lot of people, look, listen, if you were unhappy today, because yesterday, I'm sorry, on the 11th, This was 11/11. Okay, they kept calling it the event. And I think what it was energy. Energy, energy, energy. It was all about energy. Today, there seems to be a lot of unhappy people because the Six of Cups is in reverse. A lot of people dealing with negative, bad memories from their childhood. A lot of people need healings. Okay? The Magician is revealing all of this. So is the High Priestess. The High Priestess is saying that you are not following your intuition, and some of y'all are sacrificing yourself for the cause, and you need to quit doing that. I've noticed that as well. In particular, some of the people that follow me, some of the people that are obsessed with me. I have a lot of obsessed people. I have a whole club of people that are obsessed with me, irrevocably obsessed with me. That obsession can cause unhappiness. And the reason why is because you're not really judging your decisions. You're not really seeing anything. There was a lot of people that were just, I feel like the High Priestess is saying to people, you are blind. You are blind. You are being affected by this magician. The magician casted the magic out there on the 11th, and a lot of people succumbed to that. So a lot of people are dealing with some negative memories. A lot of people in general are not using good judgment at all. At all. Not at all. Martyrism is when you're willing to die for the cause. But maybe the cause is fake. Maybe you want to die for a cause that's not real, and that's sad. That's sad. A lot of people unhappy about the world. So you're going to become suicidal and kill yourself because of bad things happening that you didn't even see those bad things happening. Maybe perhaps there was a lesson that you were supposed to learn in that. So I can sense that today was really, just to let you guys know, today was a very, very happy, joyous day for me. Oh my God, like, y'all just wouldn't even believe how much of an amazing day it was. I can't really announce it because of confidentiality reasons and safety reasons, because, some of these people really, really, really concern me with their need to wish death on everything. And it's some things that you just don't say. And it's some things that you just don't do. Yeah, I can sense that a lot of people were lying today. Just a lot of lies and a lot of falsehoods. A lot of lies and a lot of false belief systems, thinking something is happening that's not happening. Okay. Being afraid of things that are not even there, and today, y'all, I saw all of the fear that everybody was having. I saw it today. And a lot of people were having anxiety today. A lot of people had anxiety. Let me look at the chats. Okay, let me put her on timeout. Sorry about that. So, yeah. People lying, trying to get you to worry about things that are not there. People telling falsehoods. Bad gurus. Bad gurus. Okay? people creating false fear. You see what I'm saying? People just saying things like, for example, with the high priest coming up, the high priestess coming up in the reverse position. It represents lies. And a lot of people, yeah, a lot of y'all do have bad gurus. A lot of y'all do. A lot of y'all are being convinced to sacrifice yourself for a cause that doesn't even exist. Doesn't even exist. You know, and see, that's what anxiety is. That's what unhappiness is. I can see this card represents anxiety in a lot of ways. And then this Six of Cups reverse. A lot of people unhappy about their childhood. A lot of people reliving those memories of their childhood. And then also, not only that, people trying to create false memories. False memories. Yeah. People trying to create false memories. People trying to, you know, and so then with the Six of Cups represents the law of return. So there's a lot of people that may have had some negative karma that came up today. I noticed that my enemies in particular, when I'm having a very, very good day, they're usually having a very, very bad day. And it, you know, it turns into a thing. Now, I feel like this high priestess wants me to do a clarifier, so I'm going to clarify the high priestess. Spirits, give me some clarity on the high priestess. Reverse. Okay. So the King of Wands is in the reverse position. Definitely can sense blocked kundalini, blocked wheels, generational hexes. I just did a ritual earlier today. That's why I got my cape on and stuff. I just did one earlier today for a client, a generational hex remover. I just did it today. Okay. A lot of people were dealing, a lot of you are dealing with generational hexes. Okay. A lot of you are very, very blessed, are very, very gifted, but instead of you understanding or having a deep level of understanding for your psychic gifts, your empathic gifts, you see it as a curse. I remove curses from people every day. Yeah, I can feel the negative energies and spirits that they deal with. When, you know, when especially if I ain't did the work yet for people. And I do feel that and I do sense that. But I never, ever, ever will ever have the belief that anything that is afflicting my clients is going to harm me. See, sometimes when it comes to your magic and sometimes when it comes to your intent, it's all about your intent, your will, and your intent, your will, and what's the other thing? Intent, will, and faith. Intent, willpower, and faith. A lot of people don't have that. A lot of people are missing that. Blocked kundalinis. Instead of you making love, you're making war. There's a lot of you just, I can see a lot of you, root chakra is just blocked. It's just blocked. You don't never feel secure. You don't never feel right. You have a need when you feel insecure. You have a need to make others that are very vulnerable feel insecure about themselves. So this is why I said be careful with the gurus that you go to, because, you know, I'm very successful and I don't frighten my clients and I don't frighten people. I don't even frighten spirits. The only thing that I will scare off is a demonic entity. Other than that, no one has to be afraid. There's a lot of people that they deal in fear, even when I'm around somebody like that. And they have to actually admit that to me. And I'm like a sponge. I'll just absorb it. I will just absorb it. Okay. At that moment. So I was experiencing that today. And then there's a lot of people that don't really have the proper training for their spiritual gifts. Because if you had the proper training, you would not be that wide open of a vessel. You don't, like, for example, the reason why a lot of people have anxiety while driving is because at that moment you are vulnerable. Okay. So not just driving, but riding the car. Because there's some people that they need to drive, and some people they don't need to drive, but some people do. So when you're having those experiences, that is a spirit that is sometimes attacking you when you are at your most vulnerable. Okay. So it's very, very important to banish and bind that negative spirit. And so I was sensing it earlier today. I could feel it. I could feel it all over the place. I could. Unhappiness, depression, anxiety, fear. What's going to happen? Am I going to have enough money to do this? Am I going to have enough money to do that? The Six of Wands comes up, though, which brings a lot of hope to the reading. So I feel as though Six of Wands represents, but you know what? In this case, this reading for today is just really negative. I'm not even going to lie to you. The Six of Wands is a positive card because it represents honor, and it represents dignity, and it represents pride and self-respect. But it's a lot of people that don't have that. They don't. And you know what? I even noticed that people in social media, they will do anything for some attention. You don't have to do anything for attention, though. You get your attention and you resolve your issues by going inward. Stop going outward. I see so many people going outward. If you start to go inward and start to really, really look at yourself, then you'll resolve that issue. Stop looking outward. There's so many people, they're just constantly projecting. Constantly. It's a constant projection. And you cannot possibly believe that you are going to resolve your issues like that, projecting all the time. You could not possibly believe. I mean, you might as well just say to everybody that you're a coward. You might as well just say it. You might as well just go ahead and say it. I am scared. And you know what? Being a coward and being scared are actually two different things, because a coward doesn't want to face their own fears, which is themselves. A lot of people ain't looking at themselves. You're not. That's why High Priestess is reversed. And you always trying to, and you always feeling, and for some reason, it's easier for people to do that. It's so much easier for people to do that instead of looking at it and looking at it in its face and facing it. Spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels, what final advice do you want to offer everybody universally for today, for November the 12th? Okay. Be careful what you say. Be careful what you wish for, and be careful how you use your mouth. Because guess what? It ain't going to do nothing but turn on you. Okay? The World card comes up. So it's also vibrational, the Page of Wands and the World card. The World card coming up after the Page of Wands does represent the need to get closure. Get closure. Close it out. Just close it. Stop it for doing what you're doing and just let it go. And then also be careful what you speak about your earth, because this is your earth and it is very, very personal. Okay? Nobody is responsible for the way you feel but you. And I could feel people today very afraid and crying out. I could feel them today. You need to be careful what you say. People say way too much stuff, just very, very, flippantly and just very, very carelessly. You need to be careful what you speak, and especially what you speaking on others, because what you speaking on others, you gonna speak on yourself. Okay? Hi, Julian. Hello, Trinity. Hello. Yes. You need to be careful what you speak about others, because that stuff can, and you know what? I was always told never, ever, ever speak ill of a pregnant woman. Never speak ill on pregnant women, and never speak ill on the baby, because you can end up, you know how they say when you're pregnant, and women, and most of us are always pregnant. I'm just telling you, because that fertility comes from you, unless you're just, but they say when you're pregnant, you're not supposed to speak bad on people because it can rub off on you. That's what they're talking about. So you can't do that. And a lot of people have done that. You need to be careful how you use your mouth. You're speaking stuff on others, and those people are smart. All it takes is a reversal candle. That's all it takes. And you're doing all of this. The only person that you're going to hurt is yourself. And that's what this magician is going to teach you. It ain't about karma. Come on now. It's about the law of attraction. Can you accept that? Spirit guides, what messages do you have for everybody universally for November the 13th, 2018? Okay, let's see what they got to say about tomorrow, y'all. The Lovers reverse, the Moon upright, the Knight of Wands upright, the Seven of Coins upright, and the Three of Coins reverse. So right off the bat, I can tell that tomorrow is going to be good, but it's going to be bad for others. The Lovers in the reverse position, this represents confusion. It represents not being able, it represents an important decision that you're going to be making tomorrow, most of you. It's a crossroads, okay? And I feel like the Lovers in the reverse position does this. This is where you probably, a lot of y'all gonna see the dark side of the moon. Your emotions. This is the twins. This is the Gemini. So I can definitely see a lot of people, especially being next to this moon card. What you got here with the moon card, it represents bad womb energy. Bad womb energy. Okay, it represents fear. Represents anxiety. Okay. The Knight of Wands, however, represents willpower and strength. And a lot of it, because the Knight is active. The Knight is moving around. Okay, this is even a spirit guide. This is a spirit guide right here. Because you can see some attacks. You can see the enemy psychically attacking. There's going to be something that's going to be in the news. And what it's going to do is it's going to have a very powerful negative influence over women and children. It's something that's going to be in the news. I can tell. I think it's fake news. I feel like there's going to be something that's going to be told to the public. I feel like I can see a lot of people with a lot of fake news. So watch out for, be careful what you believe and listen to on the TV. Because sometimes when you've got mass media like that, it is meant to manipulate you. So be careful with that. And then also, I feel like a lot of people universally are going to have to be careful with psychic attacks. A lot of people feeling psychically attacked. With the moon card, this is a spirit guide. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Hello, Zealous. Hello, how are you? The Knight of Wands is the spirit guide. I can see the spirit guide. It is a very, very powerful protector. This is also movement on spell work. Because when I do work for y'all, when I do these readings for y'all, they're not just for me. I'm sorry, they're not just for you. They're for me also. So I can see movement. I can see movement. Okay, and I can see good things happening, especially with this 3 of coins in the reverse position, though. This is where I could see some people losing and some people winning. So it just depends on what choices you made. Depends on what choices you made, because there is going to be, I can see people just lying. I can see people just telling a bunch of freaking lies. Just literally, it's treachery. It's BS. It's glamour. That's what the moon is. See, when I told a fake witch, sorry, I don't mean to bring that drama over here, but when I told somebody that, not fake witch, somebody that's just unlearned, this person is just not smart. But when I was telling that person about glamour, that person thought I was talking about makeup. Well, no, I'm not talking about makeup. I am talking about when people make something look like something, but it's not actually what it looks like. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? People, I'm talking about plots. I can see people lying. I can see people doing a lot of crazy. So be careful. People trying to have a negative influence. This represents your willpower, though. This represents the energy and the frequency of the Kundalini. Kundalini, strength, willpower, perseverance. So this spirit guide is going to show up tomorrow. I can see the spirit guide already on the way, actually. This is that same spirit guide. Okay. It's the same one. This is the same one. So there's going to be some people that are going to be winning tomorrow and some people that are going to be losing. Just to let you know. And 9 times out of 10, if you did it the honest way, I feel like honesty is going to pay off. I feel like if you cheated and cut corners, feel like it's not going to, I feel like people, I can see people winning and losing tomorrow. Literally winning and losing. Some winning, some losing. And because I feel like that, you know what? And this is what I'll tell you. I feel like the people that are going to be losing tomorrow, I feel like this spirit guide right here does have a specific message about believing in self. And when you believe in self, this is when you believe in your power, your individual power. This is when you believe in self. Okay. Also, it could be an ancestor. I can definitely see some ancestors showing up in this reading. This Knight of Coins is an ancestor that showed up today. So this one is an ancestor as well. This one is an earth energy ancestor. This one, I feel like, was protecting the earth. There was a lot of stuff going on today. Now, I don't know if y'all noticed it. It was definitely some negative spirits that were really, really attacking today. It really was. Spirit guides, what advice do you want to offer for the 13th of November for everybody universally? Powers of the mind. Everything comes from your mind. Everything. So then also, I feel as though the Queen of Swords, yeah. She's talking of, so what it is that your thoughts and your intent affects you. Your intent towards other people affects you. It really does. You know what I mean? You are doing nothing but looking in a mirror at yourself. That's all you're doing. That's all you're doing. You are going to affect nobody if you are doing things. And you know what? Let me tell you something. You can't say that you didn't know. And you can't say that you were not warned, because you were. You were told that. And you were also told ahead of time that now I can definitely see with the Lovers, there's some sort of mind control. I can see something in the news, something happening, something pretty bad. I can see that happening. Some kind of, I'm just telling y'all what I can see. But what I will tell you is that, and then especially, you notice how bad stuff starts to happen around these elections. You see what I'm saying? So it's, and so you got to understand that you can't believe everything that you hear. I have been literally, and you know what? You need to believe only about half of what you see. Stop believing everything that you hear. And, it's all coming from your mind. It is. So your intent towards somebody else, that's the reason why it affects you, because you're doing it, because you're involved with that energy. Okay. So whatever you do energetically, that's what happens to you. And then also, I feel like the Queen of Swords is talking about paying attention to the way that you do things, being disloyal. She's talking about disloyal. She's talking about people that are disloyal. She's talking about people that just have no sense of accomplishment. People that have no sense of, hold on. You need to get a spoon, baby. Get a spoon out of the dishwasher, honey. I feel as though also what this spirit guide is saying is that this spirit guide is going to be contacting people up here. So there's going to be some information that's going to be downloaded, or, you're going to get some messages. There's going to be some spiritual messages tomorrow that's going to come from this spirit guide as well. And it's really going to help people, because I feel like there's a lot of people that are going to be scared tomorrow. A lot of people that are just scared. Why are they scared? Maybe they like to be scared. Maybe that's what it is. I like a good scary movie as well, but I like to just watch it on a scary movie. I'm not afraid of scary movies. I'm not afraid of scary. Some scary movies do scare me though. Like that Annabelle Creation, that movie scared the heck out of me. Um, but I feel like spirits are talking about your Kundalini. Spirits are talking about being balanced and balancing yourself. And I feel like they're going to be doing work on people tomorrow. Oh, another thing I can see evil alliances being torn down. I can see evil alliances and see before I hold on a second, guys. Give me a second. Hold on. So I feel like I can see some things because I was listening to Kali Ma earlier. There's some I can see that a lot of you guys with your enemies, if you have people that have sort of formed these alliances against you, I can see those things being torn down. So that's actually a really, really good thing because I feel like the Knight of Wands is in fact a very powerful spirit guide. So if y'all been waiting to see that, that's what you're going to see. And I can see them hard at work. You can see with this moon card, you know, people that just putting stuff out there trying to scare people and, you know, and you can see that. But I feel like this is a guardian. This is a protector. It's a guardian and a protector that's going to come. And I can definitely see some sort of financial prosperity for some people tomorrow with the 7 of coins. And also a lot of you guys, I can see some people being fired, but those people were bad. So a lot of y'all in general at work tomorrow, y'all going to be seeing people are going to get there. It's some karma that's coming. It's some karma that's coming to some bad people though tomorrow is what spirits is telling me. Now that's going to be very, very interesting. So y'all need to come back and let me know what happens with that. I can see it happening when people either return to work. I feel like people are going to be returning to work and there's going to be something that's going to be found out. Like there's going to be some stuff that's going to be exposed. People being exposed. So it's going to be a very, very good day for good people and a very, very bad day for bad people, for liars. Okay. Very, very bad day for liars, but very, very bad day for people that, you know, that are, you know what I'm saying? People that are just, that have negative intent. Hell, we all got stories. We all got secrets. But if your intent is not to harm people and you're just minding your own business, I'm talking about people that have an intent to do harm. Those people are going to have a very, very bad day. So I can definitely see that, especially with the Lovers being in the reverse position. Okay. Now, also what I can see as far as with you guys' love life. Again, something positive happening within that dynamic because you can see where the mother is having a negative influence on the whole relationship. And the reason why, there's a lot of different reasons. Bitterness, anger, fear. Okay. That I've seen some people, they're just like literally just in fear all the time of everything. You know, things just, you know, those fearful thoughts just pop up in their head all the freaking time. They can't get away from it. So if you guys are having, you know, like obsessive negative thoughts, you know that obsessive negative thoughts can end up having a negative effect on your life. Even if it's excessive negative thoughts about other people, that's going to affect you. Okay. So a lot of y'all, what y'all need to do Cover your head tomorrow. Cover your head. You need to cover your heads and cover up your third eye and protect yourself. In fact, I'm gonna do some rituals before I go to bed because for myself, as far as like with um protection and setting my intent and making sure that I follow through with it, because there's going to be a very, very powerful psychic, very, very negatively charged psychic energy that's going to go out there for a lot of people, just basically trying to discourage you, trying to scatter you. So y'all better be careful because but like I said, the help is there. The spirit guides are going to be there with us. So I believe that those of you that did right, you're going to be fine. Okay. Anyway, that's you guys' reading. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, hit the thumbs up. If you guys need me, the link to my website is below. I do offer phone, Skype, as well as video readings. And then if you guys need me for any spiritual work, the link to my website is below. And I'll see you guys next time. I'm sorry, NK, I'm not doing any readings for the chat today. Y'all have a great night. Also, love and light and peace to all of you guys. Okay. See y'all tomorrow. Bye.